What is going on, everybody? How's everyone doing out there? Thank you guys for joining the Sycast, the night cat or Saturday night Sycast, because obviously most people probably here joining from DA's channel when he was doing his member stream. I'm sorry, more you didn't join. I didn't realize there was going to be a different tier level join. I thought anybody that's subscribed would join. That's on him or whatever. I mean, there you go. Go take it up with him. I thought it'd be cool to talk to a bunch of people. And as you guys know, here at my channel, well, specifically because it's a smaller channel, if anybody wants to join, go ahead and hit me up. Ask me. You can find me at the Gallows the Media. You can find me on Discord at I'm pretty sure just at Syfaxx. Like I have a pretty easy name to find. And then yeah, I'll simply bring you on. We're going to be trying to entertain a couple hours in between his anime stream that he's going to be doing later, where he goes. I don't know if it's called Anime Heads. We'll see. We'll see what it's called. We shall see what it is called. But yeah, with that being said, there's a few people who said hi before the stream got started. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody who did say hi. We got Sergeant Garatina saying, "Evening, guys. What's up, Sergeant Garatina? Always lovely to see you, brother. Always great to see you." We got me responding. That's great. That's fantastic. We got Ron E saying, "Hey, there's Syfaxx. I wonder if you're doing a stream." Yes, we are doing a stream. We are doing one right now. I also responded to that. He responded with a thumbs up, and I think that's all we got. That's as simple as it is because I haven't been streaming lately. I haven't been doing stuff lately, and that's because it's the holiday season and a lot of extra work, a lot of overtime, trying to make that extra money, man. Like, hey, a little extra money goes a long way. As much as I would love to be doing this a lot more, this doesn't pay the bills. I mean, there's ways you guys could donate, and that would help pay the bills. But I don't expect anyone to do that, and I would never, I don't know, hold that hostage in a way or whatever, like some people do out there, where it's like, I'm not going to stream unless you pay me. No, no, no. I just literally stream because I can't. I can't afford to. I'm doing other things to make money, to be able to randomly stream when I can. And yeah, so hopefully that'll change a little bit after the holidays and my schedule will be a little bit more open. Also saving up for MegaCon. MegaCon is sounding awesome. It's sounding better and better every week. I'm hearing more and more people that are going. There's a bunch of people even that I mean, we talk to all the time, that I'm on chats with, whatever. Just because I'm sitting here talking to these people doesn't mean we hang out all the time. It means we're probably in different states, different time areas, different time zones, whatever. And MegaCon is going to be a time where we can all meet up and like finally meet. And I think that's awesome, man. I want to share a beer with a ton of these people. And actually I would love to share a beer, or if you drink or don't drink, whatever your thing of preference is, however you greet each other in wherever you're at, that would be fantastic. Usually for me it's like, hey, here's a cheers, brother, good to meet you, good handshake, good quick hug, whatever is your preference. I would love to meet each and every one of anybody who follows, well, any of us, but I mean, especially me, of course. If you're here watching, I would love to meet you because you're here watching. That would be fantastic. But with that being said, I do have one guest so far. We'll see if anybody else shows up. We're just going to be shooting the shit and talking about some of the stuff that's been already talked about this week, but a little bit more intimately. Like I'm going to get deep. I'm going to get nice and deep, like shaft deep. With that being said, here's D Bones.
How you gonna up and Jekyll, yeah? How you gonna earn now, dang?
That sounds amazing.
How you gonna earn
But
it
what
up?
the is he saying?
We just finished. It might be some turkeys watching. Let me do it again with these on. Gonna
Ain't
get.
that Tyrese?
How you gonna get?
Now, how you do that every single time I add you to the screen is fantastic. I mean, like you nail it every time. How's it going, DK Bones?
I don't know. Some of my internet's like acting funky right now.
Did you not see the clip I've played like 8 to 12, maybe 16 times? Like,
yeah, I didn't even get to see it. My freaking internet.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's terrible. It's you singing like an angel, because that's how everyone knows you on my channel. Just a voice of an angel. Like
What's going on, man?
it's kind of ironic. We got the voice of an angel, and then a lot of times we have the casual reviewer whose name is Angel, whose voice is like the voice of somebody who would be condemning you, like, just like if that voice
Exactly.
came out against you in judgment, you'd be like, "Oh, like I do feel like I did that wrong. Thank you, sir." Like, anyways, how's your night going,
Yeah.
man? Obviously, we just got off of the DK or DA stream. I keep saying DK because I'm reading your name as I'm talking to you, but we just got off the DA stream with the member chat stream. Like, how'd that go for you, man? Because technically,
That was good.
you were part of that.
That was going good, man. It's been a long couple of days for me. Traveling. Wife just got her bachelor's degree, graduated yesterday, so I'm like
Bachelor's in what?
uh crisis management.
Okay, okay. You're like, you have to get a bachelor's in that. That sounds like a,
Yeah, you had to
I don't
get
know.
back.
I,
Yeah,
I didn't know that was I didn't know that was a program. Like, I felt like that was like a first aid unit type of thing.
now
I
that's
felt
like
like I thought it would be a different type of certificate, not a bachelor's. But right on.
yeah, dealing with
Hey, no,
like crisis.
congratulations. I have friends that are in let's say the like, is it a first aid type of thing, or is it psychological?
It's both. It's like she
It's a
can get
little
a
bit of
job
both.
at FEMA. Yeah, so
Oh, okay, okay. Because like I have a friend of mine who's like, he's one of those people who worked like ambulances and stuff, and he trained to be a firefighter, and he couldn't quite make it. But then they let him be like somebody who was in an ambulance because he was still strong enough to do that or
check it
something.
out, man.
And then what I heard is like they work stupid
I'm gonna have
hours
to
and
come in and come back out.
they make terrible money. DK Bones will be back in just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. This here we got Nestor Pino says, "Hey, bro, hope you're doing good, bro. I am doing just fine. I'm just taking some time. Like, I'm not streaming as much just because obviously the holidays. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm working a little bit. Oh, actually, I'm working a lot of bit of overtime, saving up some money to go to MegaCon so I can go meet up with all the homies that I see online. And there's a lot of people going to that, so I'm kind of prioritizing stuff. And I'm also trying to think where I want my channel to go, like, if that makes any sense. Because movie reviews, like, I like doing the movie reviews and stuff, but as I've heard other people talk about it and stuff, I'm like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like, there's only so much you can say about them, other than like I prefer to talk to people about movies, whether I like them or not, instead of just doing like a blanket statement, because they all kind of end up sounding the same. You're like, well, this has the so and so, and this is the plot, and this and whatever, and you can't really talk about them without giving it away. And if I'm seeing them earlier than some people are, because most of the times I am, I was like, I don't like doing that because I don't like when that happens to me. So why am I promoting something I don't like? Why am I pushing something I don't like out there? And so I was like, okay, I need to find something else. Like, maybe it might turn to like more music based, or I don't know. I definitely want to keep away from the drama tube stuff. I don't like the drama tube stuff. That shit's it's so mind-numbingly boring, with the most uninteresting people you could ever imagine. That's not my cup of tea. Like, there's plenty of people who do that. There's plenty of people who will continue to do that, and you can go find them, well, pretty easily. There you go. And we got DK Bones back. What's going on, DK?
My freaking I don't know what's going on, bro.
What's all right? It's all right. We only have to fill a little bit of time because I know DA is going to be doing something here in the next couple hours or so. I mean, we don't have to fill the whole time. We can only go an hour or so. I try to at least do a minimum of an hour if we can make that happen. That would be great. That'd be great. And then, yeah. But with that being said, we have a few more people in the chat. Well, yourself included. Because Stacy Gardner says, "Hell, hey Stacy, I sent you a message with a link to the stream. If you wanted to jump on and you want to shoot the shit with us, you have the link, brother. Feel free to join us." So DK Bones, do you work as a security guard? I'm pretty sure he works as a correctional officer, but you can go ahead and correct me.
Yeah. I work as a correction officer.
Yeah, how was that, man? How was that? So you're obviously in Florida, and I mean, you don't got to say what spot you work at and whatnot, but how does that go? One second.
King
13
Style
King Style says, "Yo, dude, can I have a link?" You have one. It's in the Discord. I already sent it to you. And if it's not the right link, let me know because I sent it to you like 20 minutes ago. Check your Discord.
Yeah, I'm a cop, a glow in the dark.
Also, Miss Sparkles says he's a cop, a glow in the dark. Oh, really? You glow in the dark? Ah.
Oh gosh. No, it's crazy, man. You get different things.
Hey,
every
for
day,
people
man.
that don't know what that is, DK Bones, go ahead and explain what the glow in the dark crop is. Go for it.
I'm close. Miss Sparkles can explain it better than me, probably.
A glowy? Really? You never heard that term?
No, actually, no, I haven't.
Well, okay. So it's like even growing up, we're 13 Style says I have it. Yeah, I know you have it. I sent it to you. Like, it's an FBI and old school lore. Yeah, so I grew up in an old biker town. It was overran by the Hells Angels, the Devil's Henchmen, and what's it called? Shit, what was the last one? There was 3 biker gangs that were really overran it. I'll remember the other one in a minute. But my mom was kind of like, I don't know. I guess you would call not exactly an old lady because she wasn't a part of any of it. Like she was just a bartender, but she knew everything that was going down. And so anything that really ended up going down not through just my house. I mean, there's plenty of places that went through some shit, but my house had a lot of shit that went down in it. And that's probably why I have such a certain demeanor towards me, or a certain lackadaisic approach to life in general. Because I'm like, I've seen it all, been there, done that. And it's like, wow, you've never been through that. And it's like, well, it wasn't exactly happening to me, but it was happening directly around me. Or like, and there was times that it actually literally happened to me, like where I've had my house raided before. My whole house was flipped over just because my mom did some dumb shit back in the day. And we moved into an area that somebody who knew my mom from back in the day thought she was still doing that shit because we had high traffic area. Like we just had a bunch of friends. She wasn't doing any shit anymore. And like we got acquitted of everything, but it's like our house still got fucking trashed and wrecked and everything was overturned. And so it's like I've been through a lot of that stuff, and it's not great. It's not a fantastic thing to go through, and I don't wish that on anybody. So when this whole new thing of like the streamers in general have come about, and like they talk about getting raided, or they talk about getting swatted. It's like, so getting swatted, like that's another level on top of what I was getting raided by like DEA. So it was like they're there looking for drugs, and they would flip over everything. If you're getting swatted, they're probably looking for even more than that. Like they're probably going over your place with a fine tooth comb type of deal until they obviously put together that it's all bullshit. Like, hey, it's just a bunch of idiots saying so and so is kidnapped at so and so's house. You know, it's a bunch of trash. Like, so the idea of swatting, the original idea of swatting, it probably means a lot more than it does now, because I would hope they would take it, I don't want to say not as serious, but with a little bit more of a, okay, this is bullshit. Because even to get those numbers and everything, like that takes work too. Like you don't just call 911 and all of a sudden the SWAT team is there. Like there's levels to this shit to get to that point. And that always baffled me because when I'm hearing about like streamers nowadays getting swatted, and I look back on my life
Right.
and what happened to me and my family, I was like, how the fuck did they call these people? Like, the hell? And also, why did you do no research? It's like she hasn't sold anything in 13 fucking years. What are you talking about? It's like it'd be like
Right.
coming to get right now. It's like I will openly admit, it's like, and no problem online, whatever. And everybody else I know too, at one point, probably sold some type of drugs, like either weed, pills, whatever. Even if it was one transaction, you technically did it, right? So it's like, yeah, you did it once here or there. You were the middleman here or there, and everybody fucking did it. So it's like, at what point do you not just, I don't know, arrest a fucking whole rave? Just arrest everybody at a rave. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's crazy work. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's yeah. I've never. Well, I seen people get arrested for
The
it.
show,
coming in.
and I can join. I got a sexy onesie I could wear. I'll join if you're still going when I get back. I'm assuming you meant shower. She has to jump in the shower. If you're still going, I think we're going for, well, we'll see how long me, DK Bones, and Stacy Gardner's in the house can keep the conversation going. What's going on, Stacy? How you doing, man?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's going on?
How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, just drinking, chilling, having a good time with you awesome gentlemen. How about yourself?
Okay.
Doing okay. What kind of games are you into? You seem a little distraught, man. Usually you're a little bit more like
right now I'm
enthusiastic.
playing, I'm actually playing a bit of old school game.
Your internet's a little laggy, man. Is it my end? Because everybody else is lagging on my end. Is it my end that is lagging on? Because I'm hard connected in and my internet's running fucking smooth.
No, you're good, man. I think it's Spectrum. I think Spectrum's like on my side of the town. I think it's messing up right now.
Yeah, I got Spectrum too, and sometimes they just like really
maybe
crap
that's it.
out
Maybe that's it. But we also have one more guest.
Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Young man, come here. I can see your eyes scour our bosoms.
I'm king of all animals.
Sure.
What's going on, Gangsta?
What's going on? Yeah, the king of all animals.
King of all animals. What's going on, brother?
That's
a
pretty
way
good.
to introduce yourself right there. There you go. That's what's up. How you doing tonight?
I gotta catch them all, and then it's time to duel afterwards.
Well, if you're spanking your animals like that, I mean, there might be some words, there might be some laws you're violating, but
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not peaches and cream.
Oh my god. This actually knows what this is. It's actually not Uncle Grandpa, it's Uncle Grandfather. It was like Uncle Grandfather. Yeah. It's Perfect Hair Forever. Nobody actually knows what that show is. I love that show. It's hilarious. Go watch it. Like, there's infinite things you can quote from it. There's like 8 episodes. It's very short. It's very it's not a great show.
Do you think they did that on purpose though?
Oh, 100%. No, they made it to make fun of. They made the show to make fun of anime. Like, it was a show to make fun of anime, and they fucking nailed it. Like, everything about it is over the top. There's like hot dogs that are fighting cats for no reason and like stupid shit like that. Like, it's so dumb that you're just like, I mean, it probably doesn't help that I watched it on like acid and shrooms a couple times, and I was just like, this is great. This is fantastic. And now when I watch it, I'm just like, maybe it's nostalgia hitting me from those great times that I watched it like that. But but anyways, yes, that show is it's oddly hilarious. There's also a bunch of voice actors from like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and stuff in it. So yeah, if you're a fan of Adult Swim back in the day, great show. Good show. Go check it out. But anyways, well, instead of playing the trailer, because I know everybody that's been playing the trailer has been hit by it, but I feel like everybody's actually seen the trailer. What do you guys think about Supergirl? Or should I play the trailer? Do you guys want to react to that?
I don't want your channel to get struck, dude.
No, it's just the music,
dude. Don't
just
even
the
waste
music.
time. That thing was.
Not great, right?
It wasn't good, dude. They how do you mock your own your flagship superhero and some people
In your first 10 seconds, right? Like I'm assuming maybe you guys have heard me on DA's channel talking about it. Like I find it like the most disrespectful thing you can do. On top of that, it's like you're disrespecting the person who's creating it, unless he obviously he had to green light it, right? So he's like, yeah, you can go ahead and piss all over my creation, right?
I think he ghost wrote it. I think if he's not credited for the
That's
script,
what it feels like.
he ghost wrote it secretly, like because dude, it's his universe. He's gonna have some input. He's gonna be basically what what people in Marvel is doing right now. Like you got your
Fizz says not even excited for Lobo. I feel you on that. There you had like a what was it, like a 2-second shot, like a 0.2-second shot of Lobo. And that's the only character I think most people would be excited for. We also got the lovely Sherry saying, hello, Syfaxx. Hey, lovely Sherry, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Hey, Syfaxx. Hey, chat. Leo Marie. All right, we got a couple ladies in the chat. You got to be proper. You got to be fine. You don't got to call anybody a cunt or anything like that. Like,
or you don't have to be screaming in the woods and some dude runs after you.
That's just on Thursdays, man. That's a Thursday. That's a Thursday thing. I don't know what any of that has to do with Thursday, but
yes,
we'll make that happen from now on. I'll just be randomly streaming and running through the woods like, oh my God, I'm being chased.
Yeah, I'm being chased by a random dude that probably took a shit or is homeless in the woods because he can't sleep on the highway.
I mean, I could just like flip a coin, hit one of my bus stops near me, and wherever I end up in LA, that could happen. That could happen. I mean, the only problem that wouldn't happen, I'm a decent sized dude. People don't fuck with me, so it's kind of hard.
Well, unless the guy is super crazy, like he doesn't know where he is, and he's like, I don't fucking care. Because you hear like stories like that, these crazy homeless people, they have a death wish. Basically,
that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Lovely Sherry, she says it's fine. CUNT is my favorite word. Well, I couldn't agree with you more. Like,
yeah, but I just don't get why they pissed on Superman's image. Somebody had to approve of that. Like, this isn't a random image that, like, we're gonna have the CGI dog piss on a newspaper that happens to have Superman in it.
Exactly. I mean, so like obviously that's super deliberate, but I mean, so I know DK Bones was on the stream with us earlier talking about it, but let's go ahead and go around the horn with it. So let's go with the DK Bones. What did you feel about like the Supergirl trailer? I know you said some on DA's stream earlier, but we'll go with you, Stacy, Kang. Let's hear you guys talk about it. And then if anybody in the chat wants to join us or whatever, but we're going to be going at least for a little bit, maybe until DA starts his anime stream and whatnot. But if people want to join in on a conversation or have something else they want to talk about, go ahead and let me know. But let's go ahead and start with you, DK, with like, what do you think about this Supergirl trailer overall?
I think it's it's another version of Guardians. I don't like the version. I don't like how he's going into doing Supergirl. Supergirl is not a freaking drunk.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that I don't like the whole aspect of, like you said, the beginning of the trailer threw me off when him pissing on a newspaper that had Superman on it. That's like the dumbest idea ever. It looked like the dog looked down at Superman. And it's like, Superman is the flag, like him, Batman, and Wonder Woman are the flagship for DC. So why are you pissing on your own your own
And
franchise.
depending on the
you
years,
guys,
Green Lantern or Flash, same as well.
well, would you guys agree with my assessment when I said that, hey, it would have been better if that you simply changed that picture to Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If you simply change that to Lex Luthor, wouldn't that have set the tone for the trailer a little bit better?
Or another villain, another Superman
they,
villain.
well, they set the tone for the trailer as, hey, let's literally piss on our flagship character that we just made a movie about, and now let's do it better though. Let's do it better the second time around type of deal. And it's like, but with a chick this time. Like that's what it kind of ends up feeling like, which I don't appreciate. I could like a Supergirl character, like that's fine. Supergirl's fine, like, and I like Millie Alcock. I actually think she's a fine actor or an actress, but it's like, what are you doing here? Like it was not
dude,
great.
They need to do a better job on her makeup. Dude, she looks like she's 13 or 14 years old. Isn't she supposed to be in her 20s?
Well, she's supposed to be younger because she's like frozen, and then but they don't explain
in this
that
continuity.
In the
they
movie.
Changed it, right? Isn't she supposed to be at least in her 20s because like she's old, like canonically
she's old enough to drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She couldn't be looking like she's 13 or 14, even though she's like in reality 40 or 50 years old, or older than that. But because she came here,
if anything, that's
younger.
impressive on the makeup department, because in House of the Dragon, like, sure, she looked young-ish, but it's because they have her hair pulled back and whatever, and so it's just like full face, whatever. And it's like always
it just looks weird that dude, that girl that's following her, basically they're pulling the lone wolf and cub thing, right?
A little
she
bit,
might as well be her older her older baby sister. Like she's essentially like 3 or 4 years older than her, trying to help her out and shit.
Well, I'm not sure how much. Like, I know I have not read these comics, but maybe possibly Stacy Gardner has read these comics, because he's obviously have you not read these?
Dude, I have not read any of these comic books in like God knows how long. After 2014, I basically gave up on DC and Marvel. I'm dude, no.
I was like, if anyone on the panel, I was like, I would assume maybe possibly you, because you're pretty knowledgeable in a lot of this stuff. But I totally understand, because most of the stuff probably around 2014, 2015 is when a lot of this stuff went to shit. Like, and that's the general consensus.
I'm surprised James Gunn didn't play "All You Hear Is Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga." I'm surprised he didn't play Queen.
I'm convinced the only reason they use the Blondie song is because she's blonde.
Of course,
it had nothing to do with the song itself. It was just because the name of the band was Blondie. Like that's the only reason they used the fucking song. Like, I'm convinced in that, because nothing about that song that has anything to do with what's going on in the trailer.
Or Killer Queen would have been an interesting song too to play, because she's the so-called queen for James Gunn.
DK Bones, obviously on the panel here, says Sweeney can be Power Girl. Absolutely, dude. You know what?
Sweeney should have been Supergirl.
I'm gonna find this. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or Power Girl. Like if you're gonna pull an Ezra Miller.
2015, it was the end of an era. Moon Knight says the same thing. Yep, he agrees. It's so on the nose, says Rafa Balde. Hell to you in Portugal, brother. And would love that, DK Bones. And then the minute I heard Blondie, I checked out. The rock and roll is played out. It was over with in Guardians of the Galaxy and Ragnarok. Yes, it's not just that that music is played out. It's like it's played out in the wrong tone. Like, and I don't mean the tone of the music. It's the tone of what you're watching versus what you're listening to. Like, it doesn't match up. Like what's happening. Like, usually sometimes they would find the right song. It'd be like, I can't really think of one at the top of my head, but it's like the words would match kind of what's going on with the trailer, and they would match it up. Now it's just like 80s 90s pop song, boom, slap it on that, and this was hot in the 90s at 91, and they're just like going down the list or something.
I'm surprised they didn't play the song. You got me singing, ooh baby, ooh yeah. That would have been more of an interesting song.
That probably would have worked too. You could probably take like any song from this era with this exact tempo and drum beat and everything, and it would probably fit right into the same trailer.
Because the rock/punk rock theme that they were going for the Superman movie, right? This is kind of a semi-sequel if they're going to include Superman and Crypto. So to me, right, even though it's technically a spinoff, I kind of see it as like a spinoff sequel if they're going to include those characters in it. So they talked about punk rock and rock, so you might as well add like a cool rock song, or I love rock and roll, right? That would have been an interesting song. Right.
Well, I mean, fitting with the theme of what my normal shows are, I'm going to be like that random white girl on a couch surrounded by like 4 or 5 black dudes. And with that, I got another person jumping onto the stream.
Shout out to my brothers from the block. Cause I got a Glock and it cost them a lot. Yes, they keep that strap for the enemies in case the enemies bring that too. They load up the chopper, let it spray. If the ops try to play, they gon' blow them away. Yes, they keep that strap for the enemies. When it's time for some get back, chopper it go click, clack, boom.
Click, clack, boom. We got
Gentleman Angel.
What's going on?
What up? Can y'all hear me?
Don't gangbang me on a couch, dude. Don't do it.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, dude.
We
can hear.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
I'm trying out a new wireless microphone. So
now I'm surrounded. No. Oh my god, no.
Brothers to the left of me. Brothers to the right.
Hey, your mic sounds good, man. Hey, we saw your girl in the background.
Yeah, my girl just walked by. Yeah. I got.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
$23. It's cool. I'm gonna start doing interviews out in the movie theater when I go to the movies. So I'm gonna start trying to do out of the theater reaction.
Is it one of those little ones where you hold up and it's like the little petite thing?
You mean the Patel mics?
Oh yeah.
Patel mics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got my little wind resistant thing here. You know, I'm trying to do my thing. My girl suggested that I start.
Handle it, man. Get that.
You get the Jerry.
You're in the right spot to do it. You're in the right spot to do it, man.
The Jerry Springer / Bori Povich microphones that they have for the guests.
Grift it up.
Yeah, that Jerry Springer, Maury Povich mic.
Yeah, I just came back from Rockefeller Center. We was down there looking at the tree and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't come off the DA's stream.
Dude, you went to North Carolina to watch Rockefeller's shitty house? No, I'm kidding.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. You get like a fucking quick ass plane. He's like, hey, what's up, Rock?
That would have been way funnier if you're just like take a picture outside his house and you're like, bitch, I know you live, and then you just walked away.
And it gets back on like a helicopter, like one of those just private jet planes to go back to New York.
I feel like Rock's like, hey man, dude, when you fly into Florida, dude, I'll pick you up in my car, and I'm like, dude, the first thing I'm gonna do is take a picture of your license plate so I can send it to somebody if I get kidnapped. Like, you fucking weirdo. No, I'm kidding. No, we're gonna have a good time in Florida, man. Like, we'll be talking about it soon.
I've been doing my research. I found a little Airbnb out near the convention center. It was about $700 for 3 nights, 4-bedroom.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Well, speaking of crazy, there's a guy in my neighborhood, or maybe not really exactly my neighborhood, but he passes by it whenever he drives. He loves talking about shit with me, especially about if I have my dog.
Talking shit or talking about shit?
Like talking about shit. Like, oh, you love shit, don't you? Or oh, just
like actual shit?
Yeah, like actual, like just like talking about the excrement and just saying the word shit. That's weird.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
like, dude, and this guy's like has a beard and everything. Like, dude, you're like 30 or 40 years old. You're not a fucking 10-year-old. Like, this is like
I'm like 30 or 40 years old, and I don't talk about that. So
yeah, but you get but at least when you're like 10 or in your teens, you have the excuse like, I'm juvenile and I like to crack like shitty jokes, pun intended, right? But you're like 30, 40 years old, dude. Like, come on, man. Unless you're a stand-up comedian, you don't be talking shit, literal shit at that age.
No. At 30 and 40, you're clearly a sit-down comedian. Like,
yeah,
we
or a
sit around
fall
here and
guy comedian because he didn't
we
look like in
bullshit
good shape.
online. What's up?
Which comedian are we talking about?
Oh no, his terrible neighbor who likes
hacky,
to talk about
jokey
extra men.
comedian. Like he was like literally, oh, you love shit, or you like to be spreading shit and smearing shit. Like, I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. Just stop being weird.
All right, so check it out. Like, so we've already talked a little bit about Supergirl. Angel, casual reviewer, did not get to mention his piece on it. Do you want to go ahead and comment on it, and then we'll go down the line because it seems like I feel like people have other things they want to talk about, and I'm curious what you want to talk about, and maybe we could all talk about it in a group setting, and I feel we would all be able to comment on it. Just by looking at the way even Stacey Gardner's just like, dude, I don't give a shit about this topic, but he wants to say something. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I can
Well, let
see
Stacey
it.
say something first because we already know how I feel.
Stacey, bring up something awesome. I know you want to say something, dude.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. I'm just sitting here chilling.
Well, pass me the metaphorical blunt.
Let's okay. Hey, we'll go from Stacey to King Style. King Style, what do you got to say, man? I know you got something to say. You got something on anime. You got something on movies. You got something that's coming out, or what is going on?
Look, if they wanted to do a girl boss thing like for Supergirl, they should have taken notes for recently on a fucking video game. You saw that Kill Bill thing that they did for Fortnite? They made a short film to promote this shit. Almost I don't know if it's true.
They made a 4-hour cut. What
no,
are you
I'm talking about no. The Yuki's Revenge for Fortnite. You didn't see that?
I didn't hear
this
that.
This is a
deleted
before that,
scene they released.
They never made.
You realize they released an unedited version, like so it's not black and white with the crazy 88 fight.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the bloody affair. I'm not talking about the bloody affair, aka the Japanese cut.
Okay.
I'm talking about a short film, a short animated film that they made as specifically for the game Fortnite. That was they say it was originally made for Kill Bill, or was going to be, but I don't believe it. I think Quinn had the idea in his mind. He's like, I ain't fucking getting another Japanese girl to come in here. You know how expensive that is? We're in Japan. So he had this in his back pocket, and when a video game studio that had the bag, get enough of the bag to give it to him, he's like, fuck it, I'll grab it. I'll make this deleted scene to promote this fucking game, and the whole bloody affair is coming out. So why not?
All right.
This could be a bonus feature.
So what about that is
no, I'm just saying, like, make her like Uma Thurman, make her like the bride, but not like a total bitch, like, because the bride was kind of a bitch. Like, come on, remember in the first
Angel, you're muted.
Sorry, remember in the scene where we're in the church in the chapel, everybody got fucking killed, right, dude? Note this, right? She would have been okay with everybody, including the guy that she was going to marry, all die, as long as her and her daughter was not harmed / taken away from each other. That's the dark truth right there. She didn't care. She was like, as long as you don't touch us, we're fine. I can let you continue to do your bullshit, terrible things. The moment that they try to kill her and take her daughter from her, it was literally like, because she was technically the villain in a sense. She was killing other villains.
That's probably one of the best like villain redemption arc stories we've ever seen. So it's like it's a revenge story, but it's a revenge story from the eyes of a villain.
Yeah,
she is technically like all you learn about her throughout her journey of being in vengeance mode. Like you learn how bad she was. Like so,
she killed that woman. I forgot her name. Like she killed that woman, and she had a daughter. Her daughter was there. Yeah, she killed her. Like, dude, it was you don't understand. She's a mother too, right?
The snake she was. Yeah.
It wasn't Mamba, right? It was oh my god. She killed her knowing that her daughter was upstairs. She could have told her, we'll have this battle outside or we go. So no, she's like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to fucking kill you right where your daughter is just to get my revenge.
If I remember right, she like kind of gives her a chance and then the person like flinches and like does something and that provokes her to do it. If I remember right. Yeah, it's been like 10, 15 years since I've seen that
dude.
movie.
And she literally told
But,
the daughter saw her and she was crying and she's like, "Look, someday when this
you
happens,
can come kill me. Yeah,
you can come kill me. You train hard, learn how to shoot and kill, so you can come and get your revenge on me if you can. Until then, I'm out of here."
She's like, deuces.
And supposedly there was going to be a Kill Bill Volume 3/4 in the works. This would have been Quentin Tarantino's final movie or one of them, and it would have been the Bloody Affair Part 2 because that's like, well, once my last movie is my last movie, so he's not breaking the rules. If he separates it because of studio meddling because it's too long, right? He could just have that. I would say,
arguably, you could look at that movie as being like the setting the tone for why people thought that like girl-led action movies would be a new big thing.
Yeah,
but they didn't realize what made it a big thing, which is the training and all that shit behind it. That's why, like, even like today in today's standards, and let's go with anime, right? Like
right.
which would be Netflix, like Netflix doing a Blue-Eyed Samurai. They took a bunch of tropes from a bunch of beloved anime. Like basically, she trains with all these weights on, and like she goes to each different dojo and just like beats the fuck out of her. So like she basically destroys their dojos and tells them their version is trash. And you're just like, okay, whatever, super girl boss. She gets her ass kicked for like a half a second, and then she's just like, she does the Goku thing, or she does not the Krillin thing. What's the dude from what's the guy's name from
Yen?
No, the one from Naruto, Lee.
Sasuke. Oh, Brock Lee.
Brock Lee. He drops the weights off, and all of a sudden he's just quick as fuck. She literally does that in the first half, and it's just like do, and all of a sudden it's like you can justify that by being like, look, you're restrained by how strong you are by doing this while training, and the crowd will believe it. And they failed to do that in live action stuff. Like, I don't believe you in live action. They don't sell you it in live action. In anime, you can, like, it's sold. Like they can sell you in the ridiculousness. You're like, that's stupid. That's
dude,
stupid,
they had an anime series where a dude was a literal vending machine. It out. He was a literal vending machine in an isekai.
Well, this is crazy. Like the crazy thing is, say something as simple as like Black Widow, right? Black Widow would be easily solved by like when she goes to punch people and where her wrist has like a shock, like it has like a shock gauntlet on it. So every time they hit him, or like every time she hits somebody, it's just like boom, it blasts you with a pulse or it hits you with a shock pulse. And that's how you level the playing field to where I believe you.
Or has spikes, or it's knuckle dusters, or it's knuckle dusters.
Yeah, well,
like a loaded gun, a loaded glove. She just fucking punches you with a fucking.
It's a simple fix, and it's like they just don't do it, and it's really disheartening to see because it's like it'd be the simplest thing, and everybody would immediately like whatever other problems you have with the movie, that wouldn't be one anymore. That because that becomes the focus point of the. Oh, I'm down to keep talking about Kill Bill, man. Go for it.
Well, I'm just asking if I was still talking about Kill Bill.
No, we're kind of moving.
No. Well, I mean, we're moving on. We're moving on from like we're using the Kill Bill thing from like so. Kill Bill was like probably
being a girl, like quote girl boss.
Great movie that actually had like it showed her build up to become a girl boss. Like that was probably one of the first great movies we've seen.
I would say before that, to be real with you, A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Because that builds her up from the beginning in regards to her amnesia, showing her as a housewife.
That one's actually really interesting because that actually teaches, like, it shows her relearn how good, like, why she is so good at this stuff. And it was a good play on why she was so good at that stuff. Like that one is really good, but I think the way that they built up Kill Bill and like how she becomes so good at everything is actually like that's the way to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe you don't need to take like an hour and a half to 2 hours to do so, like they did in that movie, because it's a very long movie. But it makes it a hell of a lot more believable that this chick can do that shit.
But I can say this though, back in our time,
she like lands on a sword, dude. It's like
back in like I would say about 20 to 30 years ago.
I don't know what's going on with your mic, man, but you're echoing like crazy.
I'm echoing now.
Is anyone else hearing that?
I hear a slight echo. Yes.
No, it's like bo 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 bo. No, it sounds like you're in a hollow room.
I'm in my living room, but
no, I mean
But what I was gonna say is that it's better now, or it's good, or
no, it's just to me you sound the same. It might be on my end. Let me.
No,
I can't leave and come back because
what I was gonna say is that back in like 20 to 30 years ago, we had better female actresses compared to now. We had better actresses that could be able to jump into those roles and immerse themselves in those roles. Now you don't really have actresses that do that. You have actresses that really want the fame more before they really want to work hard on those roles and become a formidable actress out there.
Well, Uma Thurman, to the credit, is after Pulp Fiction, right? She still wanted to do indie movies because she wanted to not only that, but not only keep her craft, her name be in the spotlight when she comes to do another Tarantino movie in the future, right? She wanted to be treated as a serious actress. So she was like, no, this is practice for me. I'm going back into the indies, even though Tarantino's movies are technically indies, but with a higher budget. But she's like, no, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to work on my craft. And when I come back, I'm going to be a better actress than before. And she did.
Stacy Gardner says, sorry about my internet situation. Hey man, feel free to join back in, dude. It's all good. If you keep getting cut out like multiple times, then yeah, feel free. I mean, go ahead and dip out if you want to. But
yeah, say your final goodbyes for tonight.
Yeah. Feel free to join back on, man. I have no problem with that.
Back,
we're just chilling, man. There's not we're not doing some crazy cast here. Anything?
Yeah, we're not doing the Game Awards. Like everything has to be perfect.
No,
but no, like Angel was saying though.
Yeah,
go ahead, DK. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, like Angel was saying, that a lot of these actors, it's not like back in the day. It's males and females. They
were hungry, dude. They were hungry.
Yeah. Now it's garbage, man.
Like they got the contract, the guaranteed money, and that's the problem with a lot of these people now, because they have the guaranteed contract.
So it's not just in movies though. You can watch it.
It's in TV, and television too, or in sports in general. Yeah. Anything.
Yeah.
Even in pro wrestling.
They get paid all this money.
I watch WWE. Logan Paul, he's barely there, but he gets paid a lot of money. And the main top guys, they like CM Punk or whatever, they don't want to try as much, or Roman Reigns, because it's all guaranteed.
But but what does work is like not movies, but TV shows that have the old generation actors like Stallone, Billy Bob Thornton, Pierce Brosnan.
You're talking about Taylor Sheridan movie or TV shows. Those are the ones that have been working. That guy has been writing basically fire. Like he's been writing fucking.
I think the DK is saying is like the older actors putting more heart into it.
Well, it's not that they have more heart, but they have more stability with their shows and what they're doing compared to the younger actors, because they could, like Stallone could go out there and drop a show like he's doing with Tulsa Kings and is hitting the ratings, is doing everything that it's supposed to do. But let's say if you was to put somebody like Stephen Amell or whatever, homeboy from The Arrow, in one of those shows, it flopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I want to do it. Well, that's actually kind of what I'm more curious about. Like, actually, is some people like Taylor Sheridan, who's writing all these great shows that a bunch of these big name actors are kind of going to, is that the way to go for some of them nowadays? It's not just because like movies are so bad, or is it because movies are so bad, or is it because the writing of this is actually better than the movies, because they're getting out, like, obviously these people get offered thousands of scripts. Like there's no way they're not getting like minimum hundreds.
I think
even
it's
if it's
everything that
I
hundreds.
think
you're
it's a
saying,
combination.
but I think
it's
they
a
have more
combination.
creative control. I think that's what it is as
Yeah.
well when it comes to movies and television.
Yeah, exactly.
With television, they have way more control and input in regards to what the character could do, regards to where the scenes can go, especially somebody like Stallone. He's a seasoned vet, you know, in regards to acting, so he can always put his input. He's been a director as well, so they can make things work and coexist together in some way. So, I mean, when it comes to the movie, you have to listen to what the director's saying. You got to listen to what the studio wants. It's not, your input really doesn't mean anything unless you're somebody like Robert Downey Jr.
I could see that. But it's just weird how so many big name actors have started flocking to television shows. Like maybe it's because it's like a consistent paycheck, and I'm kind of curious if it's because not only is it a consistent paycheck, but it's the paycheck that even if their lawyers and whatever or their agents were to make a deal for them for, is it actually better for them to do these shows in the long run because the movies flop so hard that in their contract it actually writes out terribly that they actually don't make enough money
It
compared to
be,
what they're used to.
It could be
like
that.
like that might be a reason why you're seeing basically A-list actors go to television, is because in their contracts, like whatever contract they finally got to, that it was so good for them in their time. I mean, that technically for them to go to a TV show would be going backwards, and they can't rewrite it because it's like, actually, shit, we wrote that out of that in this thing. I'm sure you could rewrite it in a certain way here or there, but they probably don't expect a TV show to be doing better than a hit movie, right? Like, but these TV shows, and because the way that they're streamed and everything, it's probably like, here's my guaranteed check. Let me go ahead and knock this out.
It's
I'm
that,
kinda
but it's
curious
also,
with that.
remember, it's a youth movement too, because remember the social media thing, the Instagram follows. Like if you have like a million followers, you're going to be
I'm
casted in
listening. I'll
bigger
be right back.
roles.
I'm still listening.
Like look at Zendaya, right? Zendaya. Oh, I guess DK Bones stepped out. Zendaya, she has all like millions of followers. Jenna Ortega, same thing, millions of followers. So they're gonna put those actresses in more leading roles.
I mean, but this is the thing too. I mean, to go with the other side of your argument, look at The Rock. The Rock had all those millions of followers in his last movie. He still flopped.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a double-edged sword. It could be something that could be beneficial to you, or something that could, you know, harm you in the end. So it just depends. Like a lot of studios were banking on those, you know, not live streaming, but those people that be having those millions of followers to be able to get them into those seats. And it was working for The Rock because he was that anomaly. He was that person that had those followers, but most of the followers were wrestling fans. And, you know, they're always going to follow you wherever you go. And then he started attracting more and more casual fans. But once he got into that plane, everybody wanted to start copying that same thing. We need to find actors or actresses that have millions of followers, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be able to make the money for us and bring in the fans, the people into the theater seats. But that's not really working out. You know, right now we need more substance in regards to when it comes to movies and television, because we need better writing and we need some seasoned actors. I miss the days that you seen the actors starting off in television. Like, look at Leo. Leo was in Growing Pains. He was in all these different shows before he even became a big star.
You could do the same thing with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 21 Jump Street. Like,
Brad Pitt,
exactly.
Yeah, Brad like Pitt. They started off at all these smaller, you know, screen shows first.
Well, it's like you got to watch their career, like you could see their trajectory. Now it's like all of a sudden people like Rachel Zegler and all these terrible people who are shitty actors. Like they're shitty actors, they're terrible, whatever. And then they're thrown into like a prominent role, like a massive fucking role. After they've had massive flops back to back before that. And then they just continued to get work for some reason. Like what the fuck is going on with that? Like that is what I think is confusing to a lot of people, because like I'm sure a lot of us, I don't know, we work probably pretty normal jobs, right, for the most part. And if I do a bad job at my job, I'm either going to get fired or demoted or put in a worse position. Like that's how that works. I'm
still trying to figure out how
every fucking industry.
How's Awkwafina still getting work in Hollywood? I don't understand that.
She's the token Asian chick that can make stupid jokes.
We got
be less stupid.
Whatever I can never pronounce his name.
Simu
Lu. Yeah, okay. He's the token Asian guy. He's at least a better
but she's the token Asian woman. That's like you gotta have both.
What about the girl that was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Well, she's more serious. That's like she acted with Jackie Chan in China/Hong Kong, so they're not going to give her comedy roles. I get what you're saying, Angel, but that's why they're not doing that for her.
There's other Asians out there that could do comedy roles, yeah. Other Asian women. I've seen a couple of them. What about the people that was in that Rich Asian whatever movie? A couple of them were doing comedy.
Well, you can see how desperate they are with their it's not even just their marketing, but it's like how desperate they are with like what they want to bring back. Because I feel like Hollywood wants to bring back comedy in some type of way. They just don't know how to fucking do it. And obviously the easiest fucking way, and sadly that's going to get political, is to make fun of the left. It's going to be like the easiest fucking comedy. There's just fucking easy layups left and right with the left. Like it's just the easiest shit ever, but they won't do it. They simply will not do it.
This upcoming year when it comes to comedy, Scary Movie 6. That's going to be the test. We need to see how far the Wayne brothers is going to take it comedy wise, because their movies, they make.
Oh, I can already tell you where they're. I can already tell you what that's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to do okay, but what I'm saying is that the satire, I want to see how far they're going to go.
No, their satire is going to be it's going to be woke. It's going to be fucking woke, dude. They're going to take the because they're not. Neither of them are based like at all.
Keenan Ivory Wayans is the one that writes it. Like he writes the majority of the stuff, so he's not woke. He's old school, so he's not worried about any of that wokeness. That's what I'm saying. Keenan Ivory Wayans writes and he directs these movies. So
I mean, I'm you know what I'm gonna go with your black insight on this.
I'm just saying it because when it comes to comedy right now, it's almost like Tropical Thunder. When Tropical Thunder came out at that point in time, it was just raunchy, and we need raunchy comedy right now. We need things that is going to push.
If you think about it, so it came out in 2000. It came out in I think it was 2008. And so I remember I graduated out of high school in 2007. And it's like I felt like if I look back in my time and my life in general, I felt like obviously there's racism out there, whatever, fine. But for the most part, I felt most people kind of felt it was done. Like it was like, yeah, nobody cares. Everyone's good. Everyone's whatever. We can joke about this, that, and the other, and nobody's offended. Like nobody is offended by shit. And then all of a sudden, boom, Obama comes into office, and he just brings the whole new wave of racism right back into it. And you're just like, what the fuck happened, dude? It's like, obviously, sure, there's still racism out there. There's this, that, and the other, but it's like, it was nowhere as bad, and all of a sudden it got ramped up to it went from like a 5, maybe a 4 to a fucking 11. Like all of a sudden 11 came out, and all of a sudden, but like they couldn't find the 11, so they had to fake it. They had to make up 11 because there's people like me out there where I'm like, I don't know, shit. I stream like even now. 20 like less than just short of 20 years later, I don't know, I hang out with predominantly, I don't know, black people. The whitest dude on the fucking internet hangs out with nothing but black people. Racism. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. I'm so sick of it. And they brought it in, and then they chase it with like pitchforks and fire type of deal. Like it's like Frankenstein's monster, you know? It's like, what the fuck?
That's life nowadays, man. That's why I'm saying
the thing though is it wasn't, and we grew up in a time when we lived through a time when it wasn't, And
I mean,
find
think
it
about
bullshit.
it. We had Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd basically making a movie together, one of the best comedies ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, racism really wasn't that bad.
We had Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker doing like some crazy shit, and like in today's standards would be fucking unheard of.
But now
back
everybody has
then,
a
that was standard. That was like a standard comedy. You were like, yeah, I accept. Oh, like this is fine. Like everything about it is fine. You do that shit nowadays, dude. It would like cause a war or something. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
and that's why I want to see the Wayans brothers. That's why I'm dying to see what they're going to do and how far they're going to push it. You know what I mean? Because even with their last movies, they pushed the envelope, but it's just a lot of people weren't into it because they were still on that tip of, well, this is just a little bit too much. It's a little too over masculine. It's a little bit, too over sexualized. Like everybody nowadays is so sensitive regarding anything. Like I recently seen an R&B singer that was traumatized over a song of an old R&B singer sung, saying that it made her feel like the song made her feel like she was worthless. And he really wasn't even speaking about anything being worthless, but she said that it made her feel that way. And it's like, why are you feeling so triggered over something that instead of you doing research
that happened 30, 40 years?
You know what I mean? Like, yes, I understand things that are different, but certain feelings don't change in that way, especially when it comes to music or even movies. Like you have people now putting trigger warnings on old cartoons, old things for no reason. Like, why is there a trigger warning?
What's like I grew up like my main style of music is like death metal and stuff, right? So it's like a lot of people can't even understand half that shit. I understand that. And then the other side of the kind of music that I listen to is fucking country music because I grew up around that too. But there's some country music where you listen to it and you're like, wow, that nowadays that would sound sketchy. Like that would sound sketchy. But all it is like a cute, quirky thing where it's like most men, when you would hear those words, you'd be like, yeah, I understand that'd be a cute, quirky thing. And you'd just be like, yeah, that's fine. If women were to hear that nowadays, they'd be like, rape, rape, rape. Like, you're like, what the fuck? What is happening? Like, what the? Like,
yeah.
And it's like, this is just music. They're not talking. They don't even come close to that. That's not what they mean at all. They're just trying to like a lot of music is literally, it's almost the same as comedy. It's observational. It's like observational music. So observational comedy where it's like, hey, I saw so and so, this thing happened and this was funny because of X, and then Y happened and now that's funny. And the same thing happens in music, like where there's just like, because of this, Y happened, blah blah blah. Like it's kind of the same thing. They just rhyme it a little differently. Like
it's crazy to me. That's a perfect example when you said the music with rap. Like a perfect example, back in our days, we had Little Kim. And Little Kim was saying some raunchy stuff that we were like, wow, okay. You know what I mean? But then it's like now I'm hearing somebody like, let's say Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B. And I'm sitting here like, yo, they're going way the fuck off compared to what the fuck I heard, like wet ass pussy. You know what I'm saying? Compared to back in the days where we was just hearing, like, what was she saying? I remember Little Kim's famous first verse was on one of her songs. I used to throw shields on the dick. Now I throw lips on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she took a Biggie's verse. And hearing that back then, it was like, whoa, that's. But if you think of it now, that's like nothing. That's like a basic verse. But then when you hear other people, it's like, like you said, it's observation. And I feel like maybe for me, the older that I got, it's just different to hear music now. Because you look at it differently and you feel a little bit different. But I still understand where it originally came from. But I'm going to have my feeling in regards to it. So everything is just weird nowadays. I guess the older you get, it's just you look at things way more differently compared to when you were younger.
Well, I've always liked the thing that and I find it relatable, probably because I fall into this category where it's like country music is actually relatable to regular people, and rap music is not relatable to anybody as far as like financial terms. Like if you're just like, I got a truck, I got a girl, I got my dog, I got I got some beer. You're like, everything about that sounds great. You're like, yep, that's what's up. And that's country music. and then you're like, I got diamonds on my neck, I got like the $1 billion car, I just trash it, and then my girl's still sucking my whatever.
But that
you're
didn't
like,
start to like the 2000s though.
No, exactly. Like you can see the correlation.
The 70s, right, was having fun in the streets or at clubs, right, having that party, right, even in the barbecue or whatever, and then it lead to the 80s where they were fighting the power, right, if you talk about Public Enemy and other rap groups, and then 90s was gangster rap, right, or you had the hip jazz rap or
well, 90s was more
rap.
It was I'm gonna say this, early 90s was more self-conscious rap, you know what I mean, and then it started formulating into gangster rap.
Yeah, it was like they both were
94. That's when, like, I would say not 93, 90, I would say 92, 93, because that's when NWA and all them, 89, that's when they were blowing up.
Well, shit, like, you know what I watched? I watched that Diddy special, that fucking that thing like you wanted to watch.
Yeah.
And dude, I watched it, dude, and like you can see like when everything changed, and it kind of makes a lot of fucking sense. Like it kind of adds up. Like that thing that it kind of it lays out the timeline like pretty accurately.
You been seeing the beef with 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Everybody's going after 50 right now just because of that documentary. Like they think that he's a snitch. A lot of people in the black community are mad at him that he made the documentary.
All he did was expose the fucking truth. Like he
exposed
Marlon was weird. Marlon was weird about, like, I get it, dude. You don't want to get blacklisted from the entertainment industry as a whole, but it's like, dude, you just didn't have to say anything.
Basically,
you could look, if you did some freaky shit at some mansion party, that's your business, but you didn't have to be like, well, fuck you, 50 Cent. That's his private life. It's like, dude, he made a documentary and he didn't pay his film crew, and 50 Cent's like, I'll pay you, and he took the film legally.
Well, supposedly this is what the cameraman that did the whole documentary said. He said supposedly that he didn't know that it was even sold. He never authorized it to be sold. He said a third party sold that information to 50 cents, and by the time it was already sold, it was too late for him to be able to do anything.
That's just his way of covering his ass so he don't get killed or suicided / he doesn't go to jail and meet Diddy in the cell block. That's basically, look, I had nothing to do with it, even though I got $1 million payout. I had nothing to do with it.
That doc was crazy. Even when the day they arrested him, he had all that drugs in the hotel room. He had mad baby oil in the hotel room. I'm like, dude, you're in a fucking hotel room. Like, they already raided your mansion and found all that shit.
Even like after all the things against them, and it's like you got caught with literally everything against you. That's wild.
Dude, if this was a regular person on the street,
you didn't think like, hey, maybe I should stop bringing this with me. No, he was just like, fuck it, let it ride.
He's so adult with like drugs, like, dude, he can't live without it.
That's so wild.
If somebody asked him the question, if you were on a private island, I'm sorry, Jeffrey Epstein Island, what would you bring with you? Baby oil, cocaine, and a bunch of escorts, and that would be my 3 things that I would bring on. Not if you ask Diddy that question, that would be his answer.
Yeah, Diddy's on one. You crazy? But the doc was good. Right now I'm on to Sakamoto Days. That's what I've been watching.
Yeah, that's good.
How far into it are you?
I'm on season 2, I think episode 12 or like 11 or 12. So it's
there's almost, season 2 out?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's 2 seasons to it. It's like 20 something episodes in season 2.
Shit. I'm not doing season 1.
It's season 1, dude. It's not season 2.
There's only season 1. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, it seems like season 2. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you're confusing it. You know how like Cowboy Bebop or was it
there's like 28 episodes or something like that.
You thought of it like Cowboy Bebop with the sessions, right? Like session 1, session 2, like, cuz they didn't do it as episodes. Remember that? Like they did it as sessions.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Sakamoto Days is like only 12 episodes long. Like it's
let me see. I think it's more than that because I've been watching more than 12 episodes. That's what
You
I'm
might have
saying.
rewatched them
on Netflix. It's 22 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, have either of you guys watched Got You Got To or Got You Guta, whatever you want to call it?
I saw a little bit of it. I like it.
I haven't seen that one.
Dude, it breaks anime lore, like, and it's the funniest fucking thing. Like, it's great. Like, it does something that everybody in anime, like, whenever you watch anime, you're like, why wouldn't you just do this? And they do it, and they just don't give a fuck, and it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen. I'm just like, holy shit. It's fantastic. And it's like episode 16 or something. It's kind of far into the season, but totally worth it. I mean, the show itself is worth it, but that episode alone is the funniest goddamn thing, because you're just like, when it happens, you're just like, yeah, that makes complete sense. Why wouldn't anybody have done this if you had the opportunity to do this? It's the funniest goddamn thing.
Dude, did you hear that Studio Gainax is gone now? Like, it's fully gone.
I don't even know what that is.
The guys who did Panty and Stocking, they did Neon Genesis Evangelion. They did what was the other anime series? They did Gurren Lagann.
Oh, Gurren Lagann and Neon. I know those ones. The first one,
yeah,
I don't know what that is.
They originally, some of the staff people that worked on Gainax, right, did Studio Trigger. They were the ones that did. They did. They also did Fully Cooley as well.
Oh, really?
They did the first season of
I know
Fully
a lot of
Cooley.
people like that. I tried to watch it because everybody said it was funny, and I never laughed once watching it.
I don't think it was. I think for Japanese people, it's a comedy. I just saw it as a coming of age story with crazy, like, what the fuck moments.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't get it, and maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe I'm too old or something. I don't know. But anytime I tried to watch it, I was like, "This isn't funny," and everyone was like, "It's the funniest anime," and I'm like, "It's not, though."
Yeah, it was more like what the fuck moments, like that a coming of age what the fuck moments. That's how I saw it as. I didn't see it really as a comedy. It was just weird, and not only that, but it's just weird how, like, the sequel series Syfaxx, it was like so women agenda. There was, like, I get it. If you did a new season, it should be a girl, right? And then they do a boy, and then they do a girl. No, both seasons after the original Fully Cooley, the lead characters were women, and Warner Brothers were spending the bill on this. So that's how you know it's like, people say Disney is a part of that feminist agenda. No, Warner Brothers as well.
Yeah, Warner Brothers for shit.
Like, it's not just Disney, guys. It's Paramount. It's all the other studios.
No, it's all of them do it, but
all of them. Like, it's not.
That's
just
why,
Disney.
oddly enough, like, so Netflix taking over, or like the possible buyout. As much as we're saying, hey, that sucks for the theaters, because I know, like, people like me and Angel, we have like a movie pass, and we will like to go to see a movie like every week, right? So it's like, having someone like Paramount say, hey, we're actually going to produce 30 more movies, or at least 30 movies a year. Like, we would have liked to hear that studio take it over. Well, regardless of if they're really good or not, it's like, hey, at least we have that many more options, because Netflix taking over limits the options. There's going to be way less options, and the options that do come out are going to be limited to like a week, maybe 2 weeks tops. And you're literally like, why the fuck would I keep this pass? Like, I'm considering getting rid of my movie pass, and the first time in like 4 years. I've had this movie pass for 4 fucking years.
2 months. I just haven't been paid. Like, it hasn't been worth it to go see any movies right now.
Dude, there's been nothing. Yeah. Like, the only reason I'm going next week, like, I don't even know if I'm getting a ticket for Avatar, but I'm going because I know, like, Chris Gore and a bunch of other people are going to be there, and we're all going to hang out and, like, drink and chill. And so I'm going to hang out with a bunch of those people. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I mean, like, I might not even have a ticket for the movie that they're going to go see. And I can't justify fucking going 3 hours for a movie, dude. Like, I just can't. With the little bit of spare time I have nowadays.
And I'm going to catch maybe like an hour and a half worth of Avatar, and then I'm going to leave. Like if it just gets too stupid to me, and I'm just like, I'm a ghost. I'm not gonna waste my time. But I'm
Miss
starting
Sparkle
next
says
year.
she's going to go get her clothes on. Hey, you know what you should do? You take a picture, send it to all of us, and then go do it.
Crazy.
Well, supposedly Paramount, right? the Paramount, they're
Okay,
fighting.
at least
they're doing,
Jesus.
Paramount is apparently doing a hostile takeover.
They're trying to do a hostile takeover.
Yeah, they're offering
right
like I think it's almost like $20 billion more. It's crazy.
And supposedly Trump and his son-in-law is like kind of involved in this shit. So they might stop it. They actually did what they were supposed to do with Disney with the Fox merger. They're actually putting their foot down. They're like, we can't have a Silicon Valley tech company take, because a lot of people are going to lose jobs, including the movie theater business. We can't.
And that's what I was trying to tell DA. I was telling DA that like the reason why I think Trump is going to involve himself, because he already said that he doesn't want to see Hollywood fail.
Yeah, because he's doing that super PAC. Because Angel, he's doing the super PAC with Mel Gibson and Sylvester Stallone and Angelina Jolie's father, right? And Martin Sheen. He can't dude, that would kill his super PAC with them, right? So he has to stop this.
He just has them as like, I think, like not really a super PAC in a sense, but just people that are like the gatekeepers right now of what Hollywood is saying or what they're trying to do. Like, because those are the guys that have the most power, if you really think about it right now when it comes to Hollywood, except for Angelina Jolie's dad. But
yeah, he wasn't really a factor. Yeah.
Like, you know, Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, even Arnold, like they have.
Yeah, Martin Sheen, I think, also is involved. Martin Sheen.
But to me, it's like Trump wants to make sure that Hollywood prospers in regards to them making money. They need to continue making. That's why he involved themselves with the tariffs. You know, telling people like, hey, if you film anything out of the country, we're going to tariff it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have to pay. That's why Doomsday had to stop for a while, because they were getting tariff in regards to filming out of the country. So it's Hollywood right now needs Trump. They know they need Trump, and that's why they're begging him and asking him to intervene into this.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have America.
Says this is a monopoly. It's basically a monopoly.
We need this for America, dude. Because, dude, if this happens, Netflix, you know they're going to be fucking cheap. They're going to keep going to the UK or Australia or New Zealand or whatever country they can go to, Turkey, that's cheap as fuck, that looks like America, you know, decently, right? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to make projects over there.
Well, it's not just that, but what I think they're going to do more of anything is that Netflix is going to hoard a lot of this IP and a lot of their, you know, movies, that to the point that you only could deal with just watching Netflix to see these entities out there anymore. Like you're not going to see them that much in movie theaters. You're not going to hear too much from them. So it's just weird.
Yeah, and I honestly think, look, I don't want, like, here's the thing. If I had the choice, I would rather have Warner Brothers still be active as its own entity, right? But because of failed projects and people's money embezzling and stealing shit and unproduced projects that they were going to make, or they gave these people the money beforehand, right? That's why they're in the shitter now. That's why they're in debt, even though they merged with Discovery recently, which is insane. You would think that they would have cut half of the debt, and they would have half the debt gone out by now, you know? Like, they didn't. They're still in the hole. They're still in red. So I just think
$400 million on the budget of a movie and flopping it, and, you know, putting certain movies into, you know, cash offs or write-offs, you know, with Batgirl. Like, that was
or like, so Brendan Fraser basically got millions of dollars for free. He didn't even, like, they never released the film.
Yeah.
So and how many films like this that was like Batgirl that we don't even know that they already made or halfway made, and these actors got $1 million from it.
But that one got sold to Ketchup or something, Ketchup Entertainment or something like that. Heinz Entertainment, I think it was. But they had an Acme movie that's coming out this year too, I think. Where Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yeah, I think John Cena is in that movie, if I'm not mistaken.
A bunch of people.
John Cena and a couple other people. Well, look, I'm just saying, if you made that shit, you might as well fucking release it, because there's no point in shelving it. You know, it's what good is it? What, you're going to put it in your HBO Max? You're not going to recoup some of your money back unless you get like immediately 100 million subscribers.
Yeah, but like
in
what
one
Warner Brothers
day,
did with Batgirl, they got their money back in regards to tax writing off that movie. Like they just wrote it off.
But they did the same thing with the show Megas XLR back in the day. They canceled that show and they wrote it as a tax write-off. So if they wanted to revive it, they can't for legal reasons.
Hopefully,
and that's a Warner Brothers thing. That's a Cartoon Network thing, which is stupid. It's like, why would you tax write that shit? If you wanted to revive it or do like reshoots or whatever to add new scenes or to replace actors that are too old or don't want to come back, so you just recast them, you should do that.
Yeah.
Instead, they're like, no, we can never release this film, even if we have to do pickup shots. We can't do it.
Well, guys, I don't know about you guys, but I know DA is supposed to be doing his show in, I want to say, about an hour. So I feel I'll give some people some time to, I don't know, grab a drink, grab some food, grab whatever you're going to do, and head over to there in a bit. I'm about to be switching off. I know Angel probably, it's Friday night. I'm sure he wants to go do something and whatnot. And exactly. And so, yes, we'll be ending it here in just a second. So, King Style, do you got anything going up?
I'm gonna be on Foulmouth Ken later. My buddy, he's a good dude. So I'll be on the show.
Ken, right. I need to make you a mod, that way you can promote it, like if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. And then also, Angel, casual reviewer, what do you got going on, man? It's always good to see you. Always good to hang out. I know we'll be hanging out in a couple months down at MegaCon, so that'll be fun.
Pretty much just posting my videos. I might do a stream for my birthday next weekend on Saturday. So.
Oh, it's gonna be your birthday? Oh, dude, you gotta invite me.
Of course.
I gotta be there. Bells and whistles. Bells and whistles, man.
If you do your live stream, I'll show up too, man.
Of course.
I try to show up at somebody's live stream, and they completely forgot, or somebody told them not to have me on. So,
damn. Okay. Wow.
Brutal.
Yeah, even though he said yes, but I don't know why he fucking did that, but whatever.
You live in the
well. With that being said, that was the Saturday Night Sycast. You can go ahead and check us out. Either here on Saturdays and whatnot. I'm kind of wishy-washy for the next couple of weeks, just because all the holiday madness going on with Christmas and New Year's and whatnot. I'm going to try to do them as they come out, or as news comes out and whatnot. I'm going to try to get back on like a proper time schedule at the beginning of next year. So don't be surprised if I'm not around as much as I'd like to be, but I'll try to be. I will try to be. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to save money, trying to do a bunch of stuff. So we'll see. Also, going to MegaCon. If people are going to MegaCon, go ahead and hit me up at Gallows the Media on X. Be like, hey man, I want to meet up. We'll have a drink. I don't know about if Angel wants to say anything or whatever as far as that goes, but there will be a bunch of us probably all hanging out. If you hang out with me, you'll probably be hanging out with a lot of them.
I'll be getting faded down there.
We're gonna be all of the fucked up. We'll be all of the drunk. We'll be all of the faded, all the drunk. It'll be a night to never remember. Like.
Unless there's video footage of it, and then it might be a night to remember.
It'll be one of those. Yeah, we'll play it back and be like, I don't remember shit. Like, what the fuck was that? And I'll be like, that's perfect. Congratulations. But also, I believe DA has a stream going on. I want to say 9:00, so about an hour from now, or maybe 9:30. He either said 9 or 9:30. For the anime, I don't know what he calls it, anime something, but it's an anime stream.
Go ahead. Anime nights.
Anime Nights. That's what he's been calling it. So Anime Nights, he's going to have that at either 9 or 9:30. Go ahead and check that out. Other than that, you guys have a great Saturday night, and I will see you all later. See you later. Bye.
Peace.
Whiskey lead a wandering soul to heaven's watering hole. I'll drink to forget a memory, but hell's got one more trick for me. I walked up, said, "What's your pain?"